financial literacy has become a passion of mine. I know it's a passion of yours because I found that there's correlation between how financially literate a person is and their net worth. And
Isn't that wild?
it's not that there's these big secrets out there. It is less about the do's, like doing the do's, as it is avoiding the don'ts.
Hit the like button and please subscribe so my daddy can get me new toys. Thanks.
Don't put things on a credit card that you can't immediately pay off. Don't get a payday loan. Don't get title loans. And I've done most of these stupid things that we're talking about. But it's, again, to your point, it's easy for me that has an emergency fund in the bank to tell someone else don't get a payday loan when they're in a desperate situation. So it's not, I can't judge another person's situation and saying, well, you can't get that payday loan because that might be the only money they have to feed their children. But I know that if that person received the financial literacy that I have been blessed to receive, then they have a much higher probability of being able to climb out of a situation like that than if they didn't. There is, in my opinion, too much emphasis placed on just giving men fish and not enough emphasis on, but can we teach them to? And can we be equally as fervent about offering, because not everybody wants to learn how to manage money in a responsible way. Mm-hmm. But can we be equally as fervent about offering opportunities for people to educate themselves about money matters so that they can create better situations for themselves rather than just expecting that they will always have to be dependent on someone else to give them what they want? And I try not to get political on this show. I don't want to go too far down that rabbit hole, but being a person that was indigent for pretty much all of my childhood, single parent, living in the hood, high crime, my sister and I beat all the statistics for children that grew up like we did. I saw that there was just not a lot of resources out there. My family could have benefited greatly from programs in middle school or high school teaching students how to deal with money. If there was some type of financial peace course at my middle school or my high school, the probability of me avoiding a lot of the mistakes that I made is much higher because I would have had access to education that would have lifted me. Now, I was hard-headed as a kid, so I probably still would have made all those dumb decisions. But part of the reason why I started this channel is because I wanted to create awareness and transparency and lower the barrier of entry for people to understand how information is being presented to them. So this is my way of being fervent about providing access to education so that people can make better decisions.
That's all dead on. And there's two things I would say. One is I have somebody in my office she's a financial planning associate with us. And she took a financial planning course in high school that she was so passionate about that she applied to the Certified Financial Planner program at Virginia Tech for her undergraduate degree and knew that she wanted to be a financial planner because of that class she took in high school. And I don't think we do enough of that. Mm-hmm. The other thing is I read a book, and I want to say it was like 17, 18 years ago, a book called, and I looked it up while you were talking, called Nickel and Dimed by Barbara Ehrenreich. And she was a journalist who basically went to the middle of the country and tried to survive starting with nothing on minimum wage. She got a job at Walmart, and then she got a job cleaning houses. And it's an exploration in her story of how she survived trying to live that lifestyle as a single person on minimum wage income. And some of the choices she had to make were pretty startling. We talk about what it takes to get from that lifestyle to where you are today. It is no joke. It is an extraordinary amount of hard work and discipline and a little bit of luck, right? Because there are things that could have happened to you along the way that no fault of your own could have impacted your ability to get to where you are today. And I think that there is no reason why a human being who works hard every day and is, working toward achieving success for themselves and their family and earning a living should live in poverty. I struggle with that, especially as somebody who has had a lot of privilege in my life, right? I'm the daughter of a financial planner. There was a time in my mother's life before, when she was a teenager, that her family was homeless. My grandparents lost their business and lost their home, and she had to move in with a family member. And she, that changed her forever. Right. And she just took a look at her life and said, I never again. All of us have a different road, and all of us sometimes take for granted the leg up we've had, whether it's, up here or in here or where we come from. There's a lot to be said for having the right start, but you have to take that right start and do something with it. And I have known school teachers who are millionaires. I have known blue collar workers who are millionaires. It is not about what you do. It's about what you do with it.